And here is the Writer's Almanac for Friday, the 11th of October, 2019. It's the birthday of Eleanor Roosevelt, born in New York City, 1884, who was First Lady longer than any other, and who, during her husband's presidency, campaigned hard on the issue of civil rights, which was not so popular back in the 30s and the 40s. Eleanor Roosevelt, who said, "You wouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realized how seldom they do." It's the birthday of a physicist, Lewis Fry Richardson, born Northumberland, England, 1881, the first to apply mathematical techniques to predict the weather accurately. Wrote a book about it in 1922, Weather Prediction by Numerical Process. The problem with the theory was that it took him about 3 months to predict the weather for the next 24 hours. It had to wait until the advent of the computer to work. It's the birthday of the novelist Elmore Leonard, born New Orleans, 1925, wrote some pulp westerns, then started writing crime fiction, more than 40 books in all, such as Get Shorty, Be Cool, and Rum Punch. He had 10 rules about writing. Things like never open a book with weather and never use a verb other than said to mean dialogue. Avoid detailed descriptions of characters. Try to leave out the parts that readers tend to skip. And he said, my most important rule is if it sounds like writing, I rewrite it. When he was asked why he writes about criminals instead of ordinary people, Elmore Leonard said, I just feel more secure in a situation where I know a gun can go off at any time if things get boring. And also, all villains have mothers. Here's a poem for today by Wendell Berry in Art Rowan-Berry's Barn. In Art Rowan-Berry's barn, when Art's death had become quietly a fact among the other facts, Andy Catlett found a jacket made of the top half of a pair of coveralls after the legs wore out, for Art never wasted anything. Andy found a careful box made of wood scraps with a strap for a handle. It contained a handful of small nails wrapped in a piece of newspaper, several large nails, several rusty bolts with nuts and washers, some old harness buckles and rings, rusty but usable, several small metal boxes, empty, and 3 hickory nuts hollowed out by mice. And all of these things Andy put back where they had been for time and the world and other people to dispense with as they might, but not by him to be disprized. This long putting away of things may be useful was not all of Art's caretaking. He cared for creatures also, every day leaving his tracks in dust, mud, or snow as he went about looking after his stock or gave strength to lighten a neighbor's work. And he found a bridle made of several lengths of baling twine knotted to a rusty bit, an old set of chain harness, 4 horseshoes of different sizes, and 3 hammerstones picked up from the opened furrow on days now as perfectly forgotten as the days when they were lost. He found a good farrier's knife, an awl, a key to a lock that would no longer open. In Art Rowan-Berry's Barn, a poem by Wendell Berry, from his collection Given, published by Shoemaker Horde and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, keep in touch.